Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the 2022 BMW M340. If you guys need something between the 3 Series and the M3, you should definitely go for this one. This one has 3 packages. It does have the Shadowline package, which I would actually recommend getting because it does make this M340 nice and aggressive. It does have the driving assistant package and the premium package. But let me go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood, there is a 3.0 twin turbocharged i6. It is connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 383 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers on this engine: 23 in the city, 32 highway, and 26 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2022 M340. If you guys are interested in the packages and the standard features this one has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price on this one is almost $62,000 with destination. If you guys are curious about the color is called Alpine White, and it does look very good on this M340. And there is 10 colors you could choose from, which is a lot, but this white goes really good with the gloss black. And this one does have the Shadowline package. Basically, it's a $400 option you could add to the M340, and honestly, it just looks amazing. I did review an M340. It was a 2021, and it did not have the Shadowline package, so did not have the gloss black trims and the gloss black side mirrors. Coming to the front, I love the way how this thing looks. The grille is not big, but they do look very good, and I think BMW did a great job with the design. And for the headlights, everything is LED, which is expected from a $62,000 car and expected from a luxury brand like BMW. Turn signal indicators are going to be up top. High and low beam are LED, and overall the headlight housing looks very, very good. BMW is on the hood, and the grille honestly looks very, very nice. It is finished in gloss black, and this is part of the Shadowline package. Definitely worth the $400. And overall, the design of the grille actually looks good. It is finished in gloss black, and right behind the gloss black there is some flat black. This top portion is not functional, but the bottom, this is actually functional. Basically, this M340 does have grille shutters, so the plastic opens to let air in to cool down the engine. And this M340 does have front parking sensors, and in the bottom the trim is finished in gloss black, and the bottom grills are finished in gloss black too. And there is this bottom grill. It does look very, very good. It does have a different design than the top grill. And yeah, overall guys, the front of this BMW M340 looks very nice and aggressive. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this M340. Here is the side view of this BMW M340, and the side view looks very good. And with this Shadowline package, it does definitely make it look nice and sharp. And the window trims are all finished in gloss black, which I love. And for the mirror is finished in gloss black. This is part of the Shadowline package. And on the mirror there is a blind spot monitoring system and a turn signal indicator. Door handles are finished in white, just the same color as the car. And for the rims, they honestly look amazing, and they are called the M19's style, and the size is 225/4019. And honestly, I thought those rims will be a little bit on the wider side since this is the M340, but they are 225. I thought they would be more like a 235 or 245. But anyways, I think they do look good, and they are a $600 option, and I really like the blue calipers this M340 has. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this M340. Here is the back of this BMW 3 Series, and the back looks actually very good. I think BMW did a great job with the design. For the taillights, everything right here in the back is LED, which is expected from a luxury brand, and I really like the design of the taillights. They do have this 3D look. M340 badge is all the way to the left. It is finished in gray. BMW is in the middle, and xdrive is all the way to the left. And the reflectors are located a little bit on the higher side. Usually cars have them a little bit lower, but on this 3 Series they are underneath the tail lights. And in the back there is some parking sensors, and the lower portion of the bumper is finished in gray. It's not finished in gloss black. It does look like it's finished in gloss black. And for the exhaust tips, they are finished in a gloss black, and they're not connected to the exhaust tips. I really wish they were connected to the exhaust tips. And there is this fake vent on both sides. I think it does add a little bit of style to the back of this 3 Series. Here is the key. It does look good. Has a really nice light weight to it, but feels nice and solid. It is finished in brushed aluminum and black, and it does have 4 buttons on it: unlock, lock, trunk release, and a panic button. There is a physical key inside of this key. Let's go ahead and open the trunk. It does open nice and slow, and opens all the way up. And this trunk is actually not powered, so there is no button right here to be able to close this trunk. And inside there is a good amount of space. It is nice and wide, and there is a storage place right here on the right and a storage place on the left. And there is some handles right here to drop the seats down. This 3 Series does have 40/60 split, and there is nothing underneath this floor. There is some tie downs around the trunk of this 3 Series. Here is the door handle. It is finished in the same color as the car. It does have a sensor right behind it. That's how you unlock the car. And to lock it, there is 3 lines right here. Those are the sensors to lock the car. Here is the front door panel. The front door panel looks good, and it's all finished in black. This top portion right here is nice and soft, and there is a tweeter right there. And coming down here, this is nice and soft. The armrest is a little bit on the harder side. I'm not exactly sure why BMW made it hard and made this soft. Door locks, door handle feels nice and solid. It is finished in brushed aluminum. Memory seats and mirror controls, windows, everything looks good. I really wish that the window switches were finished in a little bit of brushed aluminum. I think would have gave it a little bit of a premium look. And this 3 Series does have the Harman Kardon sound system. Speaker looks good, and it is an $875 option. And in the bottom, this is actually finished in plastic, and there is a little bit of storage place in the bottom with a bottle holder, and that's the trunk release button. And for the seats, they're nice and comfortable, very supportive, and they definitely hug you in place when cornering. Seat controls are on the left, and this 3 Series does have the lumbar support, and you do have that extension, so you could actually extend this. And let's go ahead and move inside this M340, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 BMW M340. I did review the M340, the 2021, and honestly, I don't remember that it sounds as good as this one. So I'm not sure if BMW actually changed anything for 2022. I'm not sure if they did anything with the exhaust setup, because I do remember the 2020 M340 sounded really good. Then people got upset about the 2021 being quiet. So I'm not sure if they did anything to this 2022, but definitely sounds nice and loud. I'm not sure if the camera or my mic is capturing the sound, but definitely sounds nice and sharp, and this engine just sounds nice and deep. Anyways, the steering wheel looks good, and it is of course wrapped in leather. It is very nice and thick. The M badge is all the way in the bottom. It does have a heated steering wheel, and the brushed aluminum looks honestly very, very good. On the left there is the cruise controls, and on the right is the volume controls, voice command, and the phone controls. And paddle shifters look very, very good. They're nice and big and feel nice and solid. Here is the wiper controls, and on the left is the turn signal controls with the high and low beam. And for this screen, it is a 12.3 inch screen, and honestly it looks amazing. Let me go ahead and change the mode. This is Eco, this is Comfort, and this is Sport. And the exhaust does actually sound much better with Sport mode on. So there's basically an exhaust valve that opens up and closes, and just makes this M340 sound much better when it's in a sport mode. And yeah, overall gauges look very nice. 12.3 inch screen looks amazing. And in the center there is the navigation, and I really like the fact it says M340 up top. AC vents look good. I really like the brushed aluminum around the AC vents. There is a gloss black trim, and I'm not sure if all M340s have ambient lighting as the standard features, but this one does. And here are the headlight controls. Brightness control. There is no storage place in the bottom. I really wish it did have a storage place, but this M340 does not have one. And for the screen, it is a 10.3 inch screen. It does look very good, and the way how it's integrated into the dash just looks honestly amazing. And of course it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the sides are finished in gloss black, and it is the iDrive 7. Here is the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is good, and this one doesn't have any 3D view or anything like that. I'm not sure if you could actually get the 3D view on this M340. And coming down, there is the emergency light blind. This blind right here will basically turn on and turn off the blind spot monitoring system, the emergency braking, and the other safety features. This BMW M340 does have heated seats, 3 stages, and climate controls are very easy to use. Here is the temperature for the driver, passenger. So it does have dual climate control, and overall very easy system to use. Everything will be displayed in the center screen. And in the bottom there is a volume knob, but there is no tune knob. And here are the presets for the radio. And this middle console looks good. I really like this wood trim. You could open and close this lid. There is a storage place right there for a phone or for anything. I'm not exactly sure if you could get the M340 with wireless phone charger, but this one does not have it. And there is one USB, 2 cup holders. Design of the cup holders look very, very good. 12 volts, and I did hear about companies removing the wireless phone charger because of the chip shortage, so I'm not sure if this one had it and BMW removed it because of the chip shortage. Here is the middle console. It honestly looks very good. I really like the flat black, brushed aluminum, and this wood trim. There is some brushed aluminum right here on the side. And here is the shifter. If you want to put the car in reverse, push the button, move it to the front for reverse, move it to the back for drive, and you could basically put it in manual mode by moving it to the left. And here is the park button, and on the left there is the traction control parking sensor button. Engine start stop is finished in brushed aluminum, which I like. Sport, comfort, eco, and brake hold. Here is the e-brake, and you could actually control the screen using this wheel if you want to. So you could go home, rotate the wheel up and down, or left and right to go up and down. You could move it to the right to access a menu. So very nice and responsive. And option back, and a few more buttons right there, some shortcuts. And here is the armrest. It is nice and soft, and inside there is a good amount of storage place. It's not as deep, but it is nice and big. 1 USB and 1 light. And up here, that's the rear view mirror. It's almost rimless. It is nice and big, so seeing what's behind you is very easy. And up here, of course, there is the lights. You could turn on the lights individually. So let's say if you want to turn the left one, click on the left button, and same thing for the right one. Let's go ahead and open the sunroof. It is a little bit on the bigger side, so the sunroof is not a standard size sunroof, and this is the max it goes, so you cannot open this sunroof more than that. Here is the SOS button, and for the visor, it is actually very thin, and there is a mirror. The mirror is very small, and there is an LED light, but it is nice and bright. Here is a back door panel, and the back door panel has the same design as the front. This top portion right here is finished in that synthetic rubber material. This is nice and soft, wrapped in leather. The armrest is the same as the front. It is hard, brushed aluminum. It does say Harman Kardon here in the back, which I like. The speaker design looks good. There is a tweeter right here. Window switch, door handle feels nice and light, but solid at the same time, just like the front. Good amount of storage place in the back door with a bottle holder, and this is plastic, which is fine. And it does actually feel like a cheap plastic. Not a big fan of it. And for the back seats are alright. This is expected in this segment. So the C-Class, the Audi A4, the Acura TLX, they have about the same leg room. And back here there is an armrest. It is nice and soft. 2 cup holders. Not a big fan of the design because if you have a bigger cup, maybe this won't be as spacious. But I'm glad that there's cup holders here in the back, and there is AC vents. They look alright. I really wish there was some brushed aluminum around them. And there is actually climate controls here in the back with 2 USB-Cs. So that means this BMW M340 has tri-climate control, and that's how the front of this M340 looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 BMW M340. I would like to thank Andy and BMW in North Haven, Connecticut for providing me this BMW. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link at the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.